Well, I'm on the farm today and it's overcast. I think it might rain a little bit later this afternoon. There's a little blue sky over off to my right. And I'm over here at my barn and I'm kind of doing a job that's been needed to be done for a long time. And I've got my 149, model 149 International Cub Cadet with me today. And this trash heap right over here next to my barn is kind of the repository for a bunch of scrap metal that was left over from years ago when we built this barn. Thought I'd do something with it. I never did, and the grass has just grown up around the stuff, and I'm slowly plucking these pieces out, and there's some fished out of the weeds, but this grass has grown around it tight. It's some of it's right laborious to get out of here, and I want to get all this scrap metal out of here. I want to get got some running gear, hay wagon running gears over there, pieces I want to get out. I want to get the scaffolding out. I've got to carry all around on the other side of the barn, and I want to get rid of that gravel pile. And you know, as I've mentioned in other videos, the appearance of your farm and your hay barn, not just the hay itself, inspires confidence with the customers that are going to buy it. And so you know, we got a really nice barn here, and then we got a really nice patch of trash that needs to come out of here. And I got some other things going on today. I won't bore you with plucking all this crap out of here, but as I go along, this is just kind of a day on the farm. You know, I'll be up here all day doing something, and I'll give you a little glimpse of it as I go along. We're really anxious to get into haying. Right here, some of the panels I've pulled out so far. Some of this stuff will keep, some of it obviously will go to recycle, some of it will go to the burn pile. So let me keep going and I'll check back here in just a bit. Alright, I got the original Model 50 out with the Hardy Bush Hog on the back, and I got some autumn olives where I was mowing with my Cub Cadet, and I want to kind of knock those down instead of using my 44-inch Cub Cadet mowing deck. So let's mosey on over. You might be able to see it a little bit where I've already mowed with the 149, but I need to mow I need to take those things down. I'm adjusting my height. Down here there's a stop from a bush hog. I can lift it up, let it down. So I want it to be as close to the ground as possible. And then over here's the PTO lever. kind of slow it down a little bit here as far as ground speed. I'm sure I missed something. Go flying out of the back and make a big racket. These little autumn olives in here, that's what I want to really want to take out with this bush hog. Now once I get it knocked down, then it'll just be a barnyard. We'll keep it mowed like a lawn. I'll come back. All right, so I got some stuff knocked out there, and I knocked this down right in here. I got to move some crap off the end of the building, and I'm gonna get the other Model 50 Massey Ferguson with the loader, and then I'll come back. Starting to shape up pretty good, I think. So I got the Model 50, my number 2 Model 50 Massey with the 100 loader on it, and I'm putting the Land Pride blade on, and had to get a couple of pins. I'll come right back. So the nice thing about a Category 1 hitch tractor and a Category 1 hitch implement, especially on these Massey Fergusons, is they're so easy to hook up. Things are so easy to hook up, and there's plenty of room to reach in here and you know and do whatever. And I don't think I can hold the tractor, but let me get this board out where I've got it propped up, and I'll get this lower link on, and I'll come back. So these tractors are you know, they're perfect for the small farm, and I just need to raise it up a touch. Let that board fall out where I got it propped up. It'll be a miracle if I remember where I put that thing. And then I just let it down. And I got the brake on. I have the brake locked over here, but the brakes are so bad on these Massey Fergusons. I can just push it a little bit, and then what I'll do, let me let it on down some. If this seems tedious, it's really not that bad. So I gotta let it down some more. Let me come back. All right, so I got it hooked up, and I just had to take the brake off and just give it a little push. And then all I got to do here is adjust this top link, which I'll do that later. But I'm hooked up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this thing to kind of smooth down some of that gravel. So hooking up the 3-point is actually really easy, a lot easier. Once I've turned the camera on, it's like all bets are off. But it really is pretty easy. Let's get on over to the barn. Gravel. This is the gravel pile I got to move, and I think I'm going to take it up there at the gate. Let's see, right over there, all the way at the end of the field. And I already got a little bit of a gravel pile up there, and it's going to be kind of a interesting exercise. I want to give a shout out to the channel K&H Tractors, and they're down in Southwest Virginia, and he's got a great channel. And he had a video up here just a day or so ago on hauling lime, spreading lime, and he's got a Kubota with like a really big bucket, and I've got a Massey with a really little bucket. But the thought has crossed my mind about having it hauled in here in bulk, because we can get it pretty cheap, and then trying to find a spreader of some sort, you know, to spread it around. I just don't know. This is probably like half of the bucket that K&H used to load the lime spreader, but I don't think it took too many scoops for him to fill it. So it'd be interesting to see what it takes to get that gravel pile out of here, and how many scoops, to do it. So let me get busy. So right there's my first scoop. And again, loaders are all new to me. We've never really had one up here. My brother's got one on his tractor, but anyway, that's a pretty good scoop out of that pile. I won't bore you with doing this. I kind of need my hands. Let me just get this gravel pile out of here, and I'll come back. Alright, so I've moved the gravel out of here, and of course I made a big mess doing it, and I got a little more to go, but some of this I'm going to just kind of scrape down where I've dug up the dirt, trying to get in it. It's really hard to see this loader in front of the tractor, and but there's a lot more gravel there than I anticipated, and so I've got a big pile that I've put up at the gate, because it kind of gets muddy up there, and then I decided that I'd make a pile down here next to the entrance coming out of that west field. It gets a little muddy down there too, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scratch around here a little more and kind of call this done. But the bottom line is, we can, once I get it smoothed out, obviously, we can come in here with the mower, but moreover, we can come in with a tractor, we can come in with a hay customer. I had one hay customer, he met me at the gate over on that side of the farm, and I said, come over to the barn, and just when you get to the barn, just wait, and I'll back you up to the door. And he decided to take matters in his own hand, and he had a brand new truck, and he backed over a bunch of that crap right in here. He just pulled up into it with his truck in order to back into this area right here, and I said, I told you to wait. And he said, well, I just, and so anyway, he asked me, he said, do you think I'll get a flat tire? And I like, I don't know, that remains to be seen, but that wasn't my problem because, you know, the dunderhead should have done what I told him instead of riding out to a sea of weeds that was full of sharp sheet metal. As far as I know, he didn't have a flat tire, but he's also never been back, which is okay with me. I'll come back. So I just got through rotating this blade 180 degrees. What I did is when it was in the opposite direction, I kind of took it and pulled this gravel in to where I dug out some of these low spots. And what I'm going to do now is just kind of let that blade, where it doesn't dig, lay on here and just kind of come over and smooth this out a little bit. And this will be just fine. It's going to be nice being able to have a truck or a trailer or even a hay wagon just pull up to this door, and if we wanted to unload in there, we could. But this cleanup has been long overdue. I don't know what that looked like, but I'm just kind of going round and round and dragging and working back this way. So just about done here. Let me make a couple more passes and I'll come back. Alright, so that took a little while. Climb off this thing. But I got it done, and you know, it's I'm no landscaper, but I think I did alright. And I might get a rake out here, and I probably need to run the tractor over this and kind of mash it down a little bit, but it's definitely doable. And I got the debris out of here. I need to move this scaffolding, and I need to move the scaffolding, and I'll probably drag this a little more when I get this out of the way. And these running gears, as you see the skeletons of these running gears for some wagons. I want to get all this crap off of the barn, and I want the pallets out of here. I want a nice clear perimeter around this barn. I also got to get some of this debris up right here, and I want to get this old baler out of here. But I'm going to kind of call it a video right here. There's much more I want to do. I need to get all this equipment pulled out of the field and staged, and needs a few repairs on this wagon over on this side. I want to get that those two pieces of equipment out of there. And like I say, this carry-all, it seems like a good idea, you know, to put this stuff up against your barn, but then it makes it a nightmare for trimming and walking around the barn and that kind of thing. And I just don't want a junked up barn. I got a nice barn. I want a nice looking barnyard that's you know, mowed. Again, I moved the gravel up there to that gate, to the left of that gate, and then another pile over where you come through that west field. But I need to figure out what I got in here and get it out of there. But it'll be nice here when I come back and get this stuff out of here. It'll be nice just to be able to run the mower and go all the way around this place and have a really nice looking barnyard. I had that at one time, and I kind of let the scrap metal get put up against the barn. And it was pushed on out, but live and learn, I reckon. But that's kind of the video for the day. This is probably long enough, probably too long. Hope you enjoyed it. Kind of getting things cleaned up and ready to go for haying in 2023 here. And it's been a good day. You know, I've been up here pretty much all day. I've had some other fish to fry up here too, so this cleanup has not been 100% of my attention today. But anyway, more to come. Stay tuned, subscribe, comment, hit the like button, and we'll talk to you later.